Welcome back to the channel. Coming to you with a crypto called SUI. Sitting at 93.24% today, 93 cents, just above 93 cents. Down 0.05% on the day. We just had a major drop in the crypto market, so we come all the way down to around 91.6 cents. So Trump put a post out, I think it was on Truth Social, that Iran had 48 hours. He's going to do what he does. So 48 hours and the market's dropping. Bitcoin dropped by $2,000. So we wanted to come here give you an update on the greatest crypto that's going to be coming up in the next bull run that's going to outperform ETH and Solana. So enjoy. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Want to say first things first, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. If you're still choosing between Ethereum and Solana in 2026, you might be looking at the wrong chain. Today, we're going to break down exactly why SUI is positioned to outperform both of them this cycle. This ain't hype, but it's actual technology we're going to bring to you, user experience and real adoption numbers. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why SUI could be the chain that finally delivers 100,000 plus TPS transactions per second with sub-penny fees and built-in privacy, while ETH is still stuck between L2 fragmentation and Solana keeps fighting congestion drama. Let's dive in. We're going to come with the problems that ETH and Solana still have in 2026. First, we're going to cover Ethereum. Yes, it's the king of DeFi with 75 to 91 billion TVL, but base layer still does only 15 to 30 transactions per second. Everything real happens on L2s, Arbitrum base optimism, which mean users deal with bridge risk, different gas tokens, fragmented liquidity, and confusing UX. Fees on L1 still spike to 25 to 45 cents during busy times. That's not mass adoption friendly. Now Solana. Solana is fast. It's real world. It's 2,500 to 10,000 transactions per second. Fees under 0.005 cents. But it's had 9 major outages in its history and still gets congested during big events. You remember the meme coin wars? So it's account-based like Ethereum, so unrelated transactions still fight for block space. And most importantly, no native privacy at the protocol level. Privacy is very important. Everything is completely transparent. Both chains force developers and users to make trade-offs. SUI was built to remove those trade-offs. And we're going to talk about SUI's technology superiority, and it's the real outperformance. Here's where SUI pulls ahead. Instead of accounts, every asset on SUI is its own independent object. You get what I'm saying? That means thousands of transactions can execute uh, instead of accounts. Every asset on Sui is its own independent objective. Did you hear that? That means thousands of transactions can execute in true parallel with zero interference. Result. What is the result? Sui theoretically ceiling is 120 to 297,000 transactions per second. Real world tests in 2026 already show sustained 10,000 plus transactions per second with almost zero congestion. Almost zero congestion. More programming language borrowed from them, but heavily upgraded. It's resource oriented, so you literally cannot accidentally duplicate or lose tokens. Bugs that still plague Solidity and Rust contracts are prevented at the language level. Lightning finality plus predictable fees. And fees stay under 0.0019. You go back up, and Solana was 0.00305. This is 201. Thanks to the storage fund model, no surprise spikes. Zero major outages since mainnet. While Solana still has occasional hiccups, Sui has been rock solid. In short, Sui gives you Solana speed plus Ethereum level security guarantees plus a brand new architecture that actually scales with usage instead of fighting it. And we're going to bring to you the privacy nuclear option, the biggest 2026 game changer. Sui is rolling out native protocol level privacy this year. Confidential transactions, hidden amounts, selective disclosure, and ZK proofs built into the base layer. Even these third-party mixers or complicated L2s. Solana has token 2022 extensions that are opt-in and limited. Sui makes privacy the default option for apps that want it. Perfect for institutional DeFi, RWAs, which stand for real-world assets, private payments, and even gaming loot boxes. That single feature could attract billions in capital that currently stay off-chain because of transparency concerns. Now, we're going to bring to you the momentum and the ecosystem proof. Numbers don't lie. TVL already hit 583 million to 2.6 billion and is one of the fastest growing in 2026. Coinbase added the Sui token standard. Athena launched native stables. Grayscale Sui Trust plus 21 shares leveraged ETF. Hashi BTC primitive just went live March 20th, 2026, letting BTC finally earn yield on chain trustlessly. Deepbook on-chain cloud, Sui Play gaming handheld, and agentic web AI agents doing transactions, all launching in 2026. While ETH has death and Solana has memes, Sui is building the full stack, consumer plus institutional machine. Now we're going to get the price and outperformance thesis. So what does outperform actually mean? We're gonna bring you that. If SUI captures even 20 to 30% of the high frequency DeFi plus gaming and real world asset narrative that Solana and ETH are splitting right now, its market cap has massive room to run. Currently still under 3 billion range. Many analysts are already modeling $3 to $7 in a full bull cycle. That's a 3 to 7x from current levels, while ETH and Solana fight for dominance in a crowded field. SUI isn't competing in the same ring. It's building a bigger ring. Ethereum has the brand, Solana has the speed and memes. That's the bottom line, and that's what I want to bring to you. SUI is taking the best of both and fixing the weaknesses, plus adding native privacy and a superior architecture. If you're bullish on real mass adoption in 2026, SUI deserves a serious spot on your radar. Drop your biggest question about SUI versus ETH and Solana in the comments. I read them every single one. Smash the like if you're adding SUI to your watch list. Subscribe for more deep dive comparisons, and I'll see you in the next one. And always remember, do your own research. This is not financial advice. We bring it here as truthful and honesty. I did a bull run. I would say top of the bull run estimate on Solana, not Solana, but SUI, and predicting that SUI could, I'm predicting that it could do a run up like Zcash, not as high as Zcash got, but nothing like that. But I'm looking for SUI in the next bull run cycle to get to $20, $25. If everything goes the way I see it going, could reach $20, $25. So that's a 20 to 25x from where we at now. So that is a good return. I did something else. I heard another content creator talking about the Ethereum Classic run up we had last bull run, not this one just passed. And we had Zcash on this bull run that run up. So he wouldn't give nobody any information really, because once you give out information on cryptos and what you think they might do, and then they don't do it, you get a lot of backlash from that. So he don't necessarily give that information out, but he did say follow the money. He said go back and do your research on Ethereum Classic and Zcash, and see who was the heaviest, heavy investors back then during the Ethereum Classic and the Zcash run up like for this cycle. And I did that, and I found out who it was, and I looked and I found out who they were invested in this next cycle going up in this next bull run for 2029. So this was one of them that popped up on the radar. SUI. And another one is Ondo. I don't have any Ondo. I'm building SUI bag right now while we're going back in the bear market. And another one was BitTensor. And the ticker for that is TAO or TI or TOA, but it's BitTensor. But and I did a video. I can't remember which one it was on Follow the Money. You can go back look on my channel, and I did a video on them explaining who was heavily invested in these cryptos, Ethereum Classic and Zcash, and I wanted to know what they were heavily invested in going into this next cycle already. So it was Sui, it was Ondo, and I know it was BitTensor, and there was 2 or 3 more. But I seen how Ethereum Classic did. I see how Zcash did, and I do believe Sui is going to be one of those cryptos that perform like Zcash did this cycle. So, any crypto that you invest in is risky. Do your own research, but we here on the channel, we are investing. We're following the money, and that's where we're going to put our money. If you follow the money, money makes money. So this is what we believe in. It seems like, right now you can't see that, which it did good this time. It went to $5.35. That's about 5.5x right now from where it's at. So, if you hold Soy, you just let me know in the comments. You probably bought it a lot cheaper, or it's going to drop much more. It's going to drop more, a little bit more. We got a little bit more to go before, a little bit further down in this bear market, and just accumulate as we go down. And in the future, in the next bull run, you're going to be glad you did. We want to bring you this crypto and tell you to invest. If you do your own research, you'll find out we ain't bringing no hype or nothing like that. We're just telling you the truth. Out of the 3 I brought, BitTensor, Sui, and Ondo, I think this is the one. Well, BitTensor I think will do real good too, but the question's still out on Ondo. I don't know. But I know Sui's privacy is better than Ethereum and Solana to me. Not knocking Solana. Solana's good, but like I covered there in the message I brought to you, they have had problems, with congestion, when it gets through some heavy transactions, it gets congested and it has them hiccups. Well, Sui ain't like that. So much faster, so much cheaper. And it basically, it's got both sides. It's got both cryptos in the one, Ethereum and Solana, and does it a lot quicker, a lot cheaper, a lot faster. So, hey, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Till then, God bless you.